spoiler alert, I actually did go to uni, but I dropped out within the third term, and that was for a combination of reasons really. One was the course. I was studying a theatre course, so it was very similar to what I studied at college, and I found myself learning some of the exact same things over again. Also because I was studying up in Leicester and I lived down in London, and my friend had got me onto a couple of short film shoots while I was still studying up in Leicester, and that's when it kind of clicked that, you know, especially because the first one I went to was my first paid acting job, it kind of clicked for me that, you know, I didn't have to follow the kind of compulsory way of education, going to university, getting a degree, then coming out and getting a job. I realised that, you know, I could get my face out there, get my name out there, and just put myself out there as an actor if I came back down to London and decided to just work really hard on different projects. I found it a lot easier to network without going to university, which may sound strange to some people, but yeah, I've kind of built myself a foundation for my acting career now down in London, which, yeah, I haven't looked back on. So my friends and family were actually really supportive, especially my family, because obviously being up in Leicester and living in London, I was quite a far way away from them. So yeah, they were happy that I made the decision to come back down and live with them and be back in London. And my friends were the same, because I didn't really make any friends up in Leicester, so my only friends again were back down in London, so they were happy to hear that, you know, I'd knocked uni on the head and I was deciding to come back down and pursue my dreams really, so yeah. Well, I mean, after the experience I've just had, probably not, but if acting doesn't become as successful as I want it to be for me, then who knows, I may go back to university and do a teaching course, because you know what they say, those who can't act teach, so. I've been in a few YouTube things that like collectively have had like 1.5 million views, so I mean, I can't complain, and I'm not trying to discourage anyone from thinking of going to university, but it just goes to show that, you know, there is another road and another option that you may not be told about in some circumstances. Well, I mean, considering I went to uni and then dropped out as well, I'd say the one thing that I gained from going to uni was closure. Because I mean, if I didn't go to university and I just did, you know, I started putting myself out there and stuff, then there would have been that thought in the back of my head saying like, oh, what if you went to university? What if it was great? What if you had the time of your life? What if it was meant to be what you were meant to do all along? You know, those types of things. But I think, considering the fact that, as I say, I dropped out and I managed to get the best of both worlds, I gained closure from it. I realised that, you know, this wasn't for me, and this kind of, realising that kind of pushed me to make the decision of going it alone and just doing it myself. I do want to see myself at the BAFTAs. And I don't mean like accepting an award or even being with a TV show that's won the award type of thing. Like, I don't, that's fine, that'd be great. But I mean, when I say like be at the BAFTAs, I literally mean like be invited by someone, like not one of the people that have come there to kind of be in the audience, but kind of one of the people that's sitting down there with some of the other actors, you know, around the table and stuff. And just to have those kind of connections to be able to make it to such a prestigious event. That, in my mind, especially at the age of what, I'd be 25 at that point, especially at the age of 25, knowing that I've got so much left of my life to, you know, make a success out of myself, then if I was at the BAFTAs in 5 years' time, for whatever reason, I'd be over me.